Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm, your, I don't know, week by week, I don't know. We just, listen, I'm sorry, we'll talk about it at the beginning of the show. We do podcasts occasionally about Final Fantasy XIV here on State of the Realm, and this week, the long-awaited 5.0 edition of Eorzivia, the lore trivia show where really it's just Sly and I looking dumb, so you can learn a thing or two when Ethys brings whatever question he actually brings to the show. And with that, I think you know at this point who's going to be joining me. Of course, I'm Michael, Mr. Happy Pogrom. Of course, we have Sly, aka Slythefox, aka Sly, playing way too much Monster Hunter Iceborne Fox, aka you, my boy Blue. How you doing?
Gotta hunt all the mons.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, you do. And of course, we have our resident lore master, Ethys. Hello.
Hi everyone.
I like your hair today.
You like my hair today? Oh,
yeah, I like the one strand that's coming down right there. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome, man. How you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing okay. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I mean, we had two different cancellations last week. One for you because you were sick. Of course, we got to make sure.
Was it two? Was it two or was it three? I feel like it was.
Well, I canceled the second time.
All right, so this is take 3.
Yeah, this is take 3. Yeah, because so for anyone who's wondering where the show was last week, Tuesday Ethys was sick. We're not doing Eorzivia without him. That would be literally fucking meaningless. And then on Saturday, I wasn't feeling up to it, so we just said fuck it. We'll do it on Tuesday, and then next week we'll do another Tuesday show for the live letter because I was wrong and I thought the live letter was Friday night and it's Saturday night, so might as well just wait for Tuesday to do the show. So that's our schedule. Now we're all set. We're getting closer to 5.1. And with today's lore reminders, you'll probably really want to be there for 5.1 because you'll probably be like, oh, I need to, that's right. I need to, next thing.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Full Ariana Grande. Thank you, next. Don't you fucking shake your head at Ariana Grande. How dare you?
Ariana Grande looks like she's 8-tit fucker. I'm giving the preschool your PATE numbers.
Excuse me?
I don't know where that came from, but all right.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's all right. That's
okay.
Whatever that was. We're gonna move on
as
far as I'm concerned. Okay, well, Ethys, at this point, Eorzivia becomes your show, not ours.
Well, it's not really Eorzivia, is it?
It's Novrantia or
it's Novrantivia. Firstivia.
No. It's Nortriviant.
I hate you.
Don't
do this. Don't do this. I'm Italian. I want to see you do that.
Nortriviante.
I don't like it.
That's what we're doing today. So it's not Eorzivia, but it does have a common thread. Most of you guys wouldn't have noticed, but in the depths of Academia and NIDA, in the restricted section, which is only really available to the convocation members, there's a nexus, a creation nexus for a very particular kind of subligar that required such a ridiculous amount of ether to create that there's only ever actually been one of them created, and it's been missing ever since the dissident left the convocation. It may or may not have anything to do with Louis-Suarez subligar. It may or may not be legally distinct, and it may or may not be what we're competing for today. But do you two feel worthy?
It doesn't feel the same without
not really.
the video
no,
to go with it.
No, I don't feel worthy. No.
When even the trivia show itself has lore. Pretty much.
Well, it has to, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of weird if it didn't.
Do you feel worthy, Mike?
I never feel worthy. Louis-Suarez subligar. Like, come on. Or may not be.
May not be.
That exists in a plane. The nether regions that's touched are far beyond my comprehension. The knowledge stored in those nether regions.
12,000 years of
the taint of knowledge.
Sly just chugging straight from the bowl.
I mean, how else are we supposed to explain all this deep lore?
Oh my. It's
my,
really deep. It's really up in there.
Yeah.
Real deep. Who's the defending champ, by the way?
Sly's won like the last 3 or 4.
Okay.
He always wins by like a point or half a point or something. It's always real close.
Or 0.3.
Or 0.3.
0.3. Sly, would you like to start, or would you like to defer?
I will defer.
You'll defer? Okay.
Oh, that's a bitch move. Granted, that's how Eminem won. That's how Eminem was trying to win in the first 2 rounds. So that's fine.
Well, we've got a lot of questions here, so we should dive in. But before we do, I just want to thank everyone for submitting questions to the Discord channel. Most of the ones we got were like conflated with questions that I was already going to ask. So you know who you are contributing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, Mike. We're gonna start nice and slow, nice and easy for you.
I'm gonna get this one wrong now. You should have just asked it.
I will be
now the pressure's on.
Good. It should be.
All right.
All right. So which of the scions has been in Novrant the longest, and for how long?
Oh, for how long? Well, I think how long is 5 years, if I'm remembering correctly.
And who?
Was it Brian J? I don't listen. Like I said, it's been a while. It's. I don't think it's him, but he's gonna be my guess. But it's 5 years. I know that much because it was 5, 3, 1, and then. I mean, I know I'm gonna let him have the correct answer because I know what it probably
Sly.
is.
Sly, do you want to take a punt?
There's only one other answer, Sly. So now you really can't get this wrong. There's only one of 2 answers.
Dankred.
And for how long?
I was gonna say 5, but fucking time is stupid.
It's no daylight saving in this.
No, it's not daylight saving, but time works differently. So I want to say 10.
You think? You think Thancred's been? No, that's ridiculous. You think Thancred's been in? He would have like. If his hair wasn't white, it would be now. No, he hasn't been there for 10 years. God damn it.
Told you, man. We waited a long time for this.
I'll give you
both half a point. Yeah. Do we both get half a point?
That was terrible. That was a terrible start. I'm ashamed.
I was like, because in my brain, I was like, I think it's Thancred, but I also don't think it's Thancred.
It's Thancred, and he was there for 5 years.
All right, good. So basically, honestly, we might as well just stay at 0 because that's basically what we have. We're tied still.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. You are at 0. That was a point. So Thancred's been there for 5. Orion Jane Stoll been there for 3, and the twins been there for 1 year.
1, yeah. See, I remembered all the years. I just got it mixed up. Who was where?
Sure.
I mean, that's exactly how the answer went.
Yeah, all right. No, fine. Sure, totally. Sly, how long after the 8th Umbral Calamity was the Crystal Tower successfully reawoken?
Oh, that's a way easier one. I know it's not. It's the same difficulty.
How many years? We've got the 8th Umbral Calamity. We've got a period of time where the Future Ironworks is trying to work out how to reactivate the Crystal Tower. And then we've got the Crystal Tower reawakening and Grahatia along with it. What's that time period?
I don't even want to guess because my guess is so fucking stupid.
Just guess it. Come on. There's only 2 answers you could possibly have here.
You say that like I know those 2 answers.
It's always between 2 for me.
Is it really between?
Well, because there's 2 numbers that are explicitly mentioned. It's just remembering which place they each went.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I see what you mean. I guess that's fair. Take a punt, dude.
Like a 200. I don't know.
200 years.
That was
yes.
the answer.
It was absolutely 200 years.
Yeah. The only other number you could have possibly mixed it up with was the 100, which is how long the Crystal Tower has been in Novrant.
Yeah. Took them 200 years to figure out how to reawaken the Crystal Tower.
Yeah.
Just a while. And then everything else like happened really, really quickly after they woke up Grahatia. They got the ball rolling on everything else.
I'd like to remind everyone, we talked about this in pre-show, but we didn't mention here, there are no Tales from the Shadow questions from entries 1, 2, or 3 here. Ethys already told us that before the show because he has 46 questions. And so as much as I'd really like to dive into more about that, because I really like the third Tales from the Shadow.
Yeah, it was kind of related to the third. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah,
we'll that whole thing in the pre-show.
We'll have to do Tales questions next time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
All right, Mike, this one's for you.
Okay.
I want to know what were the elements or polarity of each calamity in order.
In order. Oh God! As soon as you said in order.
In order.
Let me at least see if I can remember one. So 5 was 5 the War of the Magi. I always mix them up. Yeah, because 7 was Bahamut. That's darkness. Or I don't
remember. We go Umbral. We go Umbral and then Astral.
Oh, you want all? This is like normally. Oh
no,
God. No, yeah. No, it was Umbral and then Astral is the period afterwards. So it's like you have a 6th Umbral and then a 6th Astral and then a 7th.
So the 6th Umbral was War of the Magi.
Yeah, 6th Umbral was War of the Magi. 5th Astral was what preceded. That one was Water. That one I remember. It's the rest of them that I don't.
That's
remember.
1 of 7.
That's 1 of 7. I guess does Bahamut count as darkness for the 7th? I don't.
You could call it darkness or astral. I'd be looking for astral, but darkness is still technically correct.
Yeah, that's because that's what I was gonna. 3 is ice, if I remember correctly. It's the other. It's 1, 2, 4, and 5 that I have to remember. I think the first one was. Let's see. 1 was. I remember Fire. I think Fire and Earth are the first 2. I just can't remember what order.
I'll give you a hint for the first one. The Mughals of the.
You might as well not even finish the sentence. I can already tell it's not going to help.
The Mughals have some memory.
Recollection of it. Yeah, because isn't Good King Mog's legend, doesn't that go all the way back to the first?
Yeah, they believe so, and they kind of there's like a hint in the Sea of Clouds with the Heaven's Ward Bard quest line.
Oh, that
ties to it.
Yeah, I mean, they also have outright been told in the lore book, like since the first lore book. So
yes,
they
are all spelled out for us in the lore book.
I'm just gonna throw an order. So I'm still gonna lock in 3 as ice, 6 is water, and 7 is astral / darkness. Sly's working it out over there. I'm just gonna throw. I don't think it's right. Fire, earth, ice.
1. Fire,
earth, ice.
Okay.
The 4 and 5 are just a complete fucking toss up. Thunder, wind, water, dark, astral.
Okay. All right. Not correct.
No, I know. I figured.
Can I give you a half point?
It's like 3. No. It's 3 out of 7, so it's not. It's like just below half.
It's not. It's not 3 out of 7.
Oh, it's not.
It's 2 out of 7.
Then you really can't give half a point. Oh, then ice is. Oh, that's.
Sly.
I realized which one I got. Which one I thought it was.
And you want all 7.
Yeah.
I want all 7. I want them in order.
Okay. First one was Astral Wind, and that was on the 5th shard.
I don't need the polarity. The polarity for the first 6 is not important.
Okay. So wind was on the 5th shard. Lightning was on the 12th shard. Fire was on 2nd shard. Earth was on the 3rd shard. Fall of Alec. Ice was the 6th. Yeah, ice was the 6th shard. Water was the 10th shard, and then the 7th was 7th shard. It's the fall of Delon, so I just say Astral.
Wow. So you actually anticipated the next question. The next question was going to be which shards did each of these rejoin? Yeah, Mike, you have a question?
No, not a question. when I messaged Sly on Saturday to say that we weren't playing, you know what he said to me?
What?
I was damn, and I was just studying.
Evidently. Holy shit. So yeah, Sly, you got each of the elements in order. That was correct. And you also anticipated the next question, which was going to be which shards did they rejoin? Which would have
been his question anyway.
Yeah. So you just anticipated 2 points there. Well done. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So at least the shards and the order of the shards is heavily implied by the Exarch's demonstration. And we can feel like fairly safe that he gets like the shard order correct because he gets the elements correct, as we already know. Yeah, so you're right. You got wind, which the Mughals have some vague recollection of. Then you got lightning, fire, earth for Alec, yeah, and then ice for basically the forgotten post Alec age. Then water for the War of the Magi. And astral for
I was
Delamon.
yeah, because I realized after answering, I was like, I completely forgot to even think about Alag, which is obvious because it's an earthquake. It's the shockwave causes the earthquake. Thank you, Mohammed.
And the shards that have been rejoined are the 5th, 12th, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 10th, and 7th. They're all gone, all kaput.
We know how this Eorzivia is going to end.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He studied. I did. I'm pretty confident.
There's some stuff I didn't.
You didn't study at all.
No, I had other stuff going on, man.
There's some stuff I didn't study, so there's going to be some stuff I'm missing. I just absolutely pass on.
Yeah, but you studied something. That's enough to win.
Okay. All right, Mike. This one's yours.
Okay.
Where and when was the first reincarnation of Minfilia discovered after the flood?
Where and when?
Yeah. So after Minfilia first went back to the first and stopped the flood, she disappeared, and then there was a girl born, a reincarnation, which was basically the first reincarnation which started this tradition of these recurring Minfilia hosts. I want to know when, in years after the flood, that she was found. Not she was born, when she was found, and where.
Wait, what was the second part you said? You said she was born when she was found?
Yeah, I don't want to know when she was born. I want to know when she was found, when she was discovered.
Yeah, because she was born almost immediately. So that wouldn't
possibly
that wouldn't work. Like within a year, I'm pretty sure she was born. So that wouldn't make any sense to. But where?
When she was found and where?
Well, where? Unfortunately, when the where that comes to mind, I'm pretty sure is not the correct answer. But the when, I think she was. I can't remember. It's one of two. Then in my head. I think it was. It's one of two. I can't remember which one. I'll go with this. The one I'm less confident. 10 years after the flood, and I can tell by your face that's wrong. And you're very obvious. And see where I just remember she was taken to Yulmore, but I don't think she was found there. This is the thing. I think she was found in. Watch, it's gonna be the fucking answer. I think she was found in Amarang.
Where she was found was related to a particular historical event. Sly, I'm gonna hand this to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to give you when. Haps took my where answer, so I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna say Lakeland then.
You reckon Lakelands? And when?
Just because I took your when doesn't mean you can't, No,
you didn't take my when.
I took your where. I took your where. Okay.
Yeah. Now, when I can't give you. I
just throw a number out there at least. I said 10, so just don't say 10. Or say 10. Maybe it was right. Fuck it.
I'm gonna say 3 years after the flood.
3 years after the flood. Okay. Well, you're both wrong.
Yeah.
On both accounts.
No.
She was discovered 15 years after the flood. And she was discovered in Vobit because that was when the Sin Eaters first attacked and effectively destroyed Vobit. And she was immune to their effects and had the same, hair and eyes and everything. And people were like, oh, shit. And then they sent her to Yulmore to train and learn how to fight against the Sin Eaters.
And then she died and came back over and over again, and the guy went crazy.
Yeah, poor Rajit. Yeah. So it's 15 years in Vobit. All right, Sly, I think this is yours.
That's correct.
What was the purpose of Radiska's Round before the flood? So Radiska's Round is one of the waypoint fortresses, if you will, in Lakeland.
The purpose, I can't. Well, I can, because I actually did study this. So Radiska's Round was named after a soldier who fought off Sin Eaters. Yeah, that's the only thing I know. It was named after the guy who fought off the Sin Eaters, and he died there.
Yes, he did. He died there so that a bunch of people could escape. The purpose is evident in the architecture. We are told what the purpose was explicitly by one of the side quests there, but it's also fairly evident in, like I say, in the architecture of the place, in what the building actually is a ruin of.
A watchtower?
No. Close. If you could be a little bit more specific.
Thanks, Alex. There we go again. Fuck. As for its purpose, I couldn't tell you. God damn it. I'll pass. I don't know.
That's a question, though.
All right. What do you think, Mike?
Well, Watchtower is kind of close, but I wasn't. I'm pretty sure it wasn't so much a watchtower. I feel like I remember equating it to the the War for America's Independence, or it was, the redcoats are coming. It was first warning.
Okay.
It was the first. It was signed for a first. It was the forward base. It was supposed to give warning of Sin Eater attacks.
That's the purpose that it serves now, and it serves that purpose effectively because of what it was before the flood. But what I want to know is what it was
before. Okay, yeah, I got the purpose
before the flood. Yeah.
Damn, I got it mixed up.
So why is it good for alerting people and signaling the approach of Sin Eaters?
Isn't it because it's super high up? It's like it's got complete view of the lakeland.
It's not the highest.
Oh no. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. The whole time I was mixing this up with the fortress that we fought. Yeah, the fortress we try to take back were the final quest.
We're not. Yeah.
No. This is the thing to the west of that. This is. Yeah. Okay. All right.
East. To the east.
To the east. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like in the middle.
Okay. Shit. Damn, that was my answer. Was what it is now was. I mean, it's still kind of similar. It's still, because it's not very well protected. That's just to be clear, this is the little tower. No. This is the little tower that comes up, right? That's just
Radiska's Round.
All right. See, I just had to remember the name of all the things. I either way, the only answer I could even wager after my not correct, my present tense guess, not my past tense guess, is that it could see all the lakeland. It's all I could think of. It had complete visual over all the, because the tower can still see most of the lakeland coming, like anything coming over the cliff from the.
Well, all right. Look, there's decent guesses by both of you, but. No cigar. It was a belfry. And the reason why it serves well now to warn people of Sin Eaters is because the bell is still operable. And you can hear it all through Lakeland. But before it was a belfry, probably for keeping the time, or calling people to prayer, the kind of things that you use a belfry for, I guess. But that's what it was beforehand.
Was there a belfry demon?
There should be a fate referencing the belfry demon, and it's disappointing that there's not.
Okay.
Really disappointing. That's a
Dark Souls reference.
Get on it, Koji. Unbelievable. All right, Mike. We're going to go to Ilmeg for a bit. How's that sound?
Not good. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Vobit's coat of arms. Okay. It depicts a two-headed wolf. What is the meaning of this symbol?
I'm glad Sly doesn't look like he's any more keen on this answer than I am. He's like,
To be clear, Vobit was the nation state that resided in what is now Ilmeg.
Yeah, it was the Korthus of the first. I mean, it was the Ishgard of the first, effectively.
No.
Kind of.
It had similar architecture, but...
I mean, because that's Korthus, and that's the civilization that resided in Korthus. I'm just saying, if it's compared to anything,
sure.
That.
I mean,
it doesn't help my answer in any way, but that's what it was. Just no dragons around. Well, that's not true either.
Well, that's not true. Yeah,
that's not true. There's pixie dragons now. I have no idea. I could probably take a guess based on lions, like what they mean, and two heads, what that means, but it'd be complete bullshit.
Well, you might as well take a punt at it. Two-headed wolf.
Lions are usually courage or strength, and two heads can. That's either a reference to an individual being, or it's a reference to both meanings. Like it's either there's a few different things two heads can mean, and I have no idea which one it is. So all I can remember is that a lion is usually strength and courage, but the two heads. There's so many things two heads could mean, and without remembering more about Vobert, I couldn't wager a real guess.
Chat, try not to feed them the answers, please.
Well, Sly's not supposed to be allowed to look at chat.
I don't have chat up.
I literally
good.
This whole. Good. That's literally every show. The integrity is that this monitor has everything blocking anything that could be an answer.
Good.
So I hope Sly follows the same.
Well, carry on then, chat.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We're just probably making fun of what we don't know.
That's fine. Literally, the whole point of the show is so they can learn the lore, and I can get it wrong.
Yeah, it's not for you guys.
It's not for me. It's for them.
No. Yeah,
that's why why
I suck. That's what the whiskey is for. When I know how much I'm going to get wrong, I'm like, oh, it's just alcohol. All right, Sly, it's you.
Oh, it's on me. I think I actually do know this one.
Okay.
The wolves are a depiction of the alliance between the Gulgent and the Drawn. Every successive monarch was chosen by a council of 5. 3 were Gulgent, 2 were Drawn.
That's a very specific thing to think you know. I know all these exact details that are definitely right.
That's a lot more details than I was asking, but you're correct. They had this union, and they agreed that the Drawn would always be the regent. Basically, the king would always be among the Drawn, and in exchange, the Gulgent had majority in the council that would basically elect and advise the kings. So that's the point of the slide. Well done. That's good. Someone is studying.
Yeah, nice. He said he studied.
Yeah.
He was honest.
All right. Okay. While we're in Ilmeg, Sly, why did Urianger choose to abide in Ilmeg? It wasn't just for solitude, and it wasn't just because he found some books there. There was
that was going to be my fucking guess. Well, fuck you.
Nope. There was a more specific, practical reason.
I was just gonna go with the Bookman shelves, but fuck.
No, I think the Bookman shelves was more like convenient. It was like, oh look, how about that?
Please say one of the two answers I'm thinking, so I can do the other one.
I'll give you guys a clue for this. It's not unrelated to the reason why the Amaro reside there. It's
so it has something to do
kind
with
of reason.
I'm thinking it has something to do with Vobert, but what specifically I can't say. I'm just gonna go with the like just because of Vobert. And I know that's not specific enough, but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Mike, you want to take a swing at it?
That's literally and not even close in the direction I was going to go with my answers, so I've got nothing prepared for that. And now he's got me thinking that maybe it knows something like that. The Amaro thing actually completely threw what I was thinking out the window. 'Cause I'm trying to remember that series of quests there. It's not great. Like I know all the generals, but I don't know the specifics. The Amaro, because you got to remember, I haven't done a lot of the side quests. So the Amaro ones, yeah.
Well, don't overthink the Amaro point. That's just like same sort of direction.
Yeah, well, because I was there were two things I was thinking, and now I'm not confident in either of them. I'm just gonna pick one. The Ilmorans won't go there. Like no one else will go there. It's not even the solitude. It's literally no one's willing to go there.
So you think because it's safe?
It's completely safe and isolated. I mean, that's not like the sole reason why I think he went, but I mean, that's kind of the safety of all of Ilmeg is that literally everyone's afraid to go there because they're gonna get turned into fucking tree people.
Okay.
Can I change my answer to that he just wanted to play pranks on pixies?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That plays kind of actually into my second answer, the other thing I was thinking, but that's I already locked in.
I guess the safety issue is kind of implicit, but it's not the answer that Oriange gives us.
Yeah.
He actually tells us that the reason he stayed in Ilmeg was that it was the most ether-rich location he could find to construct a new white aura site.
When you said the Amaro thing, that's what I started thinking, and then you told me to go away from it.
The Amaro are there because of the ley lines that converge in Ilmeg. They find them to be very, very good for hatching their eggs. That's one of the major reasons that they're there. But Oriange, when he shows us that he's made another white aura site, he's like, yeah, this is actually why I've been hanging out here the whole time. Is because there's a shitload of ether here.
I should have stuck to that because I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say something involving ether though. So as soon as you said the Amaro thing, and I was like, the only reason they'd go there is something to do with ether. I didn't know it was the eggs though.
Yeah. So there you go. And then, everything else was just kind of like convenient, I guess. I suppose.
Just play pranks on pixies.
Well, he gets him to do like all his housework. It's awesome. He's like, man, I
really hate these pastries.
Yeah, I really hate pastries.
Oh, man.
Man, I really like how my place is such a mess.
It's my favorite part.
Be a real shame if someone cleaned it up. All right. Okay. Mike.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Vobert Castle leader Laran
I just looked at that today and I've already forgot.
Before the Fae moved in, what was leader Laran called?
It's
a Germanic name. I'll give you that.
I know that, but it doesn't help me remember it. Because I was flying around for hunts today Yeah.
It's a Germanic name. It's got something to do
nothing
with
you're saying is useful.
light
Yeah, I know, but I don't know the words is the problem.
Well,
I know all of that. But I don't know what it results in. Ethys. You've done what the information you've provided is literally how I get to every answer and then don't answer it correctly.
It's not White Castle.
What?
I'm assuming chat said that.
No, someone said Burger King, and it made me think of
like
it's not White
racist.
Castle.
No, but now I'm hungry.
How is that racist?
That's a joke from CinemaSins.
What? No, I was saying because it's like literally like a White Castle, and someone said Burger King, so I just thought.
Racist.
All right. Okay.
No, I don't. I literally don't even have like a word. Again, you've described everything I already knew about,
Sly.
but not the answer.
I'm as puzzled as he is. I don't even remember looking over this. Jesus, no.
I do.
Oh. Okay.
I couldn't hazard a guess.
Me neither. It would just sound like me insulting a language.
You say Germanic name, but that doesn't even like draw anything.
Yeah, like it's almost literally a German name. Just slightly different spelling, basically.
Nothing.
No,
It's like
that's
Light
a pass.
Chapel or something in English, but I don't know what it is.
It was called Grünes Licht, which translates to green light,
There you go.
basically. Not sure why. Maybe because of the stainless steel. Stainless steel. Maybe because of the stained glass windows. Yeah, all the stainless steel. Maybe because of the stained glass windows. Maybe because of the rolling green hills. I don't know, but that's what it was called. All right, Sly, this is yours.
Okay.
I have confidence in you for this one.
Don't say that.
Say that.
I do.
Don't stop saying that.
Think about how this whole show started at this.
It's an easy one, but all right, okay. How is it that some Amaro are capable of speech and others not?
They haven't matured yet. Well, it's not that they haven't matured yet. Some when they mature to over 100 years because of the spell from the Ronkin Mage, they kind of gain the ability to speak, and it's kind of like passed down. But
Go back to the beginning. Why are they capable of speech?
Ronkin Mage, spell from Ronkin Mage. Like I can't give you how many years ago, but I think this was before the fall of Vobert, and Ronkin Mage cast a spell and gave the Amaro the ability to speak, but they can only gain that ability after a century or 100 years. So that's the most I remember of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the point for that. That's basically it. So the Broncos effectively they created the Amaro. The Amaro was some kind of like enchanted chimerical thing that was like specifically crafted to serve as mounts and companions for Ronkin people. Like over the millennia, they've lost that ability to speak and they've lost that higher intelligence. But when they spend around about a century among men, they sometimes, there's like, it's very rare, but sometimes they will like regain those attributes. So yeah. There you go.
You're right, that was an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, you salty bitch. Drink your whiskey.
I'm just acknowledging that you weren't wrong.
Wow. God damn.
I'm not complaining. Mine are harder. I'm saying I thought you were lying when you said it was easy.
Why would I lie? Come on.
Because we got the first question wrong.
Because
the first one was easy too.
Exactly.
This
So
is how you set us up for failure every fucking time.
yeah, you just set us up for failure.
All right, Mike. What was the name?
Easy.
Oh, don't worry. Like, you gotta I literally have blocked so much out of my mind in the past couple of weeks that like so much of the details have just.
What was the name of the last Malik of Nabath Arang? Okay.
Well, I can tell fucking Sly knows it.
To clarify, Malik is just the Arabic word for king. Malika as well is the queen's well. Malik is the king. I want to know the last, the name of the last Malik. Nope. All right, Sly, what was it?
I believe it was Jamiel the 9th. Jamiel the 10th is his grandson.
That's right. It was Jamiel the 9th. And we do meet Jamiel the 10th. He's an archaeologist because he is extremely vain, I guess.
I don't know if that makes him vain.
He's just kind of like, he's just kind of like, well, did you know that my grandfather was the last king of this nation? And
we thought he was
not allowed to be proud.
Yeah, we thought he was a ghost at first because of.
That's true. We did think he was a ghost at first. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised you had that one like at the front of your.
He studied, man. I didn't study a damn thing.
What a tryhard.
Shut up, you salty bitch.
All right, Sly, this is yours as well. Okay, so we're going into like a little bit of a segment here where there's going to be a lot of language-based questions.
Oh, fuck me.
So good luck with that, you two.
Thanks.
And I'm going to expect you to be able to answer these like really quickly. So I'm going to give you like 10 seconds and then move on. Think of it as like a mini speed round, okay? All right.
Sure.
So Sly, you're first. What does the word souk mean in Mordish?
City.
Good. Wow, that was quick. Mike, what does Arang mean in the language of Nabath Aring?
Sly, what does Amarang mean in the language of?
Guess that's a pass. What does it mean, Sly?
Fuck. Amarang.
5 seconds.
Damn. Yeah, I can't give you this one. Even though I looked over this shit.
It's majestic land. Sly, what does the phrase Alin Tuta mean in Ronkin? What does the phrase Alin Tuta mean in Ronkin?
Who the hell is Alin Tuta?
5 seconds. I need a fucking Alan. What was your name?
I have no idea.
Who?
Oh man! Come on, dude! It wasn't that funny. Jeez,
it was pretty funny because now I gotta imagine some dude with that name.
All right, you know what? You're passing on that one, Mike.
So am I.
Seriously?
I don't know any language questions.
Oh my god! All right, okay. Alin Tuta means good evening. It has been adopted as a greeting of the night's blessed.
I see. I knew they said it. I just didn't know what it meant. At least I knew it wasn't a person. I don't know who that is.
All right, Mike. What does Ilmeg mean in Fae?
Oh fuck, that one I should really know.
Yeah, you
I
should.
even brought it up on the fucking show the fucking day we did fucking spoiler cast.
Oh fuck.
No. Ilmeg, what does it mean in Fae?
Dude, literally all of it's out my brain. You have no idea. It's bad. All things we've discussed before, and I've all left my brain. That's for
Sly. What does Ilmeg mean in Fae?
I'm gonna say along the lines of Rainbow Kingdom.
Yeah, I'll take that. Rainbow Kingdom or Kingdom of Rainbows. Either of those would be fine. Sly, what does Don Meg mean in Fae? So we've got Ilmeg is Kingdom of Rainbows. Don Meg. We've established that one of those words means kingdom. Or realm.
Or rainbow.
Can't be water because water is ink. Fuck, what is Dawn?
Okay.
Dawn. I was gonna say underwater, but water's ink, so I don't know.
5 seconds.
What was that?
I was gonna say underwater kingdom, but water in fairy is ink or
all
ink.
right. That's the plus. It means Forbidden Kingdom or Forbidden Realm.
I was gonna at least I was gonna try that one, but no, that's fine.
Mike, what does Lida Laran mean?
Told you there's that one I don't have even a guess for.
All right, Sly. Lida Laran.
King something.
5 seconds.
Town of Flowers? No, it's as far off. No, probably not. But Town of Flowers is my guess.
I'll give you a half point. It means flower house. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sly, what does Fae-Ul mean? In
Treasure of the Moon.
Yeah, that's right. Treasure of the Moon or Treasured Moon, alternatively.
Yeah.
All right. Mike, what does Ankween mean?
Well, I know it means water. Ankween?
Okay. Ankween. U-I-N. Queen.
Queen? Well, it means water something.
You know what? I'm going to give you a half point.
Yeah, I know. So proud of me. Right?
I gave you the half point.
You shouldn't have said that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Ankween.
Ankween.
I don't know.
Sly, you want to try for the other half?
Yeah.
Water and happiness.
Water and happiness. Well done.
Yeah,
all right, Sly, what does Ultir mean?
A lot of language questions.
Warrior of the Moon.
Yeah, or Warrior of Darkness.
Warrior of Darkness.
This is one I'm really hoping you don't give me, because I have literally forgotten every language question. And
Mike,
if you give me the one I hope you really don't give me, because I almost want you to just ask Sly this one before you ask me.
What does Rain's
that was
name
exactly the one that I was hoping you weren't gonna ask me.
What does the name mean?
That's literally the one. Again, we've had this discussion, and I told you actually said you weren't gonna ask that. And when we did Eorzivia, but it's been so long. No, yeah, you said you weren't gonna ask it because it was too easy. When we had the discussion.
One, but I feel like I'm gonna hand you an easy one now.
No, I mean that's literally, like I said, all has left my brain. You don't know how bad the last month has been for me. I only remember like the bare basics of Shadowbringers at this point.
Sly, what does Rain's name mean in Fae?
Blessing.
Yeah, it does.
I was gonna say blessed, but I didn't want to wager the guess.
Listen.
Sly, this is yours as well. What does Eden mean in Fae?
Utopia.
That one I knew.
That is correct.
That one I knew better. I just finished playing 8, so it came up.
Mike.
Yeah.
We're done with the language questions.
Okay.
I want to know now how long ago the Empire of Ronka fell.
Fuck.
Well, I'm guessing Sly doesn't know that one either.
Give me a ballpark. How long ago did it fall?
God. When did it fall? It fell before the fucking flood.
Way before the flood.
Yeah, like way before. God, this is something we already talked about. I should just rewatch it. I really should just rewatch lore shows before Eorzivia. Because we talked.
You probably should have, yeah.
I should. Never have the time. I'm just gonna throw a guess out there because I don't remember precisely. 5,000 years.
That's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years. It wasn't my first guess, but I just went with the Aleg number.
That's a lot of years. Sly, do you want to take a guess?
I was just gonna say a millennia, so 1,000.
Okay, I'm not gonna give that to either of you. If you split the difference, the Empire of Ronka fell about 3,000 years ago.
My other guess was gonna be 2. I was fighting 2 and 5, so it would have been wrong either way.
So
if I had subtracted the 2 from the 5, I would have got it.
Yeah, I guess.
No solace.
Think about it that way. So Ronka fell around about the same time that Mark and Amdapor were first founded.
Interesting thing. We found out that Ronka is closer to Gelmorin in history. Yeah. We found that out recently.
Yeah, vaguely, yeah. All right. While we're talking about Ronka, Mike, is this Mike's? No, this is Sly's.
No, it's Sly.
Yeah. So the Ronka, they revered several animals as divine. The question is, which was foremost in their pantheon of animals? Like, which animal sat on the top in the divine order?
I actually remember some of the animals, so I have a little bit of process of elimination, but I want to say maybe the owl.
Okay, is that your guess?
That is my guess. It's wrong.
It's not the owl.
My answer comes from no place. I know that it's. I know obviously all the animals because we do the quests to go through the various stones under the water. An owl, unfortunately, would have been. And I'm assuming you guessed the owl because of the statues that you have to not get left. Which doesn't reign. I don't feel like that doesn't tell me they reign supreme. But yeah, the owls are fucking assholes. Okay. Unfortunately, as soon as you said Ronkin and creature, my brain went directly to one thing that is not correct.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, you know exactly where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going.
Okay. So which animal's on top?
Serpent. It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I see. Because I was thinking, as soon as you asked the question, I was like, well, the great serpent of Ronka, right? It has to be.
The snake.
But I also was like, that's too easy. It can't be that.
Yeah. No? And I thought the same thing. And I was like, that was my second guess.
It is that easy. The snake or serpent is the arbiter of life and death. And is on top of the Ronkan pantheon, at least of animals. And the Ronkans, they worshipped animals, they worshipped gods. They may or may not have worshipped elementals as well. They were kind of like the Romans, like any deity from any other like culture they ran into. They were like, yeah, all right, we're down with that.
Mad respect.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, at least of animals, the serpent was on top. Okay.
Well, you and I both overthought that one big time.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, you got it. Really. I've overthought the hell out of it.
Okay. Kind of related question, Mike. Which animal is depicted on the royal seal of Ronka?
Is that the seal we go and put in each of the oh, no, that's the seal that we break after we... Okay.
It's the seal on the coin.
Yeah, on the coin.
It's the royal seal.
It's between two for me.
It's not the dog next door, by the way.
No, he just knows the answer. He's just tired of us getting it wrong, of me getting it wrong. Fuck. This one's actually aggravating me, unlike all the other ones I got wrong. Because I did that quest twice.
This should aggravate you. Come on.
I don't have a real guess. I'll throw an animal out there, but it's with no rhyme or reason.
Okay.
That would be the monkey. Or the opal.
It's not the opal.
Nope. I knew it wasn't, but it was the only one that was coming to mind.
What do you reckon, Sly? The animal depicted on the seal of Ronka. It's fucking everywhere.
That's literally see what we have here is
all over the Greywood. It's fucking everywhere.
We have here's Ethys as this little guy, and here's how he's feeling right now.
Pretty much.
Where
Pretty much.
Is it the fucking no? God damn it!
I know what you want to guess. I thought about guessing.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Al. Again.
It's the fucking owl.
I was thinking of guessing that, and I'm like, no, it can't be that easy. It was just like the last question. I'm like, it can't be that easy.
I was gonna like my first guess was gonna be wolf, and I was like, fucking.
No, I knew it wasn't the wolf.
Yeah.
It's the owl. Holy shit. How is it, Sly, that you get the easiest questions wrong and then like the most like esoteric you're just like, oh, well, here's the whole history of it, verbatim.
Sly knows the anti-life formula, but can't do the square root of 64.
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
9, I think. Yeah, 9.
Yeah. Sly, what is the fruit?
You say the square root of 64 was moving on. Anyway.
It was a joke.
No, I don't believe you. Moving on.
What is the fruit of the protector?
Fruit of the protector. Oh, it's the tree. It's a tree in the Great Wood, not the Great Wood, but like west of Slythefox.
Yeah, it's in the City of Swamps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a tree with a big boulder. I can't tell you what exactly is the fruit itself, but
there's a myth associated with it, like a very, very important legend to the Ronka.
Don't they believe that the Great Serpent of Ronka is in there, or just some other Ronkan divine being?
Okay, let's see if we can.
Okay, Alex,
extrapolate on this.
Fuck.
How? Okay, if it is the Great Serpent of Ronka in there, how did it get there?
How did it get? I could not tell.
Okay.
Can you guess so I don't have to?
I mean, Mike, if you want the point, I'm giving the point.
What do you mean giving me the point? That's
Sly's got about half of it.
Okay, so I'm giving you the other half of the point because I don't.
All right.
I see if you can
fill out the other half.
Tell me to at least guess, because if you guess, then I know what not to say.
Come on, take a crack at it.
So now the question's more specifically, since he's answered part of it.
How it got there.
How it got there. How if it were, theoretically.
Yeah.
Doesn't it like eat its way out of the fruit to like mature? Isn't it like, I don't know. See, that's the thing. That face tells me everything I need to know.
It's an interesting theory.
Now you're wondering if that actually is a reason for it. It's not the answer.
No.
But you're thinking,
No. Nah. All right, I'm going to tell you. So
thanks.
So there's this ancient Ronka myth telling of a great battle between Lazatl and a great feathered serpent.
Oh, Lazatl's conquest.
And Lazatl basically prevailed and sealed it within a crystal. And the tree grew around it, or it was like embedded in the tree, or one way or the other. And basically after their fight, its rage was quelled, and it became this benefactor, this protector of the forest, which we know of as the Great Serpent of Ronka. Does that not kind of sound like what we do with the Four Lords?
Sort of. Not like
beating the shit out of something to quell its aromatama, and then suddenly it's like chill and protecting.
I'm not even gonna say anything. You don't have any other questions about Lazatl, do you?
No. But what I'm getting at is that maybe the Great Serpent of Ronker is an auspice.
Didn't the legend say Lozado fought something akin to a Talos?
No, Lozado was like by modern interpretation something like a primitive giant Talos.
Okay, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. We fight Lozado, or a reconstruction of Lozado, as the first boss in the Katana Rovell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may or may not be the same one. But there you go. Okay. Mike, here's one for you. Why do the Vis of Fanov protect the ruins of Raktika?
Aren't they the descendants of the Ronkins? Or at least they believe they're the descendants of the Ronkins?
Okay, so why would that compel them to protect it?
Because
the Ronkins conquered most of Novrat.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's like saying I'm a descendant of an Allegan because they had conquered almost everything, Although really not, we're not descendants of them. Not directly. I'm trying to remember the exact reason. Because obviously my answer is generally just to... There's like sacred grounds to them.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
But
you don't let anyone on your sacred grounds.
You're on the right track.
I know
just wonder why.
See, for them, this is probably reason enough. No, it's not.
There's a reason it's sacred.
Sure is, I can tell. Sure must be a reason.
I'm gonna give you a half point for that because you're definitely on the right track. Sly, do you think you can fill in the rest? So the question is, why do the V's of Fanov protect the ruins of Raktika?
The Ronkin ruins in Raktika.
Are you talking about the Morning Star specifically?
No, I'm just talking about the ruins in general. Some of the ruins are more important than others, but the ruins in general.
Oof.
Come on, Sly.
Borf.
Something to do with the Emperor and
oh, he got aroused when you said that.
Come on. Tease it out.
The Emperor passed down certain, I don't want to say artifacts, but like
knowledge. Don't listen to me. Don't take my answers.
Thank you.
Trust me, the track record of this show is not what you want to be basing your answers off of.
Well, the V's are very isolated. And was it the fact that I guess, artifacts or knowledge passed down from the Emperor, they didn't want, getting to the outside? That's just my guess.
Yeah, I think that's also worth half the point. So I'll give you guys half each.
Okay.
What I was looking for more precisely was that they're the descendants of the Palace Guard of the last Emperor. And basically his final decree was for them to protect the legacy of the Ronka, to make sure that the knowledge didn't fall into the wrong hands, although the V's themselves were not allowed to inherit that knowledge. They're not allowed to go into most of those ruins and collect that knowledge and explore it. They just have to sit there and protect it, waiting for the coming of the allies of Ronka, which they were told would one day show up and be able to inherit that knowledge.
And that's us.
Yeah. Allegedly. They think so.
I mean, who fucking cares? We got in already, so it's too late.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty much.
Fucking bamboozle.
All right. Another question about the Visa and Sly. How did they first come to join Ronka? If they're the descendants of the palace guard, how did their ancestors come to be in that position?
I didn't study the Visa enough. Fuck. Like, I studied the most obscure shit about the Visa, but I can't tell you this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you this.
No.
Like, you probably have an idea. I'm not even gonna try to put out an answer.
I mean, he kind of, or he like told us, but like it's not enough to get anything more specific. Air in my whiskey, goddamn.
There is like a very, very specific thing that happened.
So
allegedly, like according to legend.
So okay, give me the exact question again.
How did they first come to join Ronka?
So you're talking about 3,000 years ago, obviously. How did they become the guard of the...
Way more than 3,000.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, like 3,000 plus. I mean, like in the era of... Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at like 4,000 or 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, we're looking all the way. How did they become the guard? Well, I mean, you just said the Ronkans.
Well, how did they first join Ronka? The Vs were not originally Ronkans. The Ronkans were not Vs.
No, but we already established they're like the Roman Empire, so...
Yeah, but the Vs joined Ronka. And there was something, according to Ronka legends, that happened that basically enabled that to happen.
Woof.
Morph.
See, at least if it was closer to some sort of assimilation of their society, you know, I'd be able to wager a guess. You've established that it is not quite so simple.
No, but it is.
I mean, obviously it got assimilated, but it wasn't a conquest. More so.
No, it was not a conquest.
Right.
No.
See, I'm gonna be mad when I don't say what I'm thinking because I don't want to say it because I don't think it's right.
Just have it go. Just swing at it.
No. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna fucking kill that dog. I swear.
Yeah, the dog. I can't concentrate thanks to that dog. That's why I.
That's bullshit.
The dog is begging for the answer, like he's begging to answer it. He knows.
Every time you ask the question, the dog goes nuts. I know it. I know. Jackal. It's a jackal.
Jackal.
It's a jackal. No, I don't have any sort of educated.
Oh, come
guess.
on.
No, I have no, like, nothing I say is any reason. I don't like guesses that have no reason based on.
Sometimes there's no reason guesses actually turn out to be something.
Yeah,
I know, Sly. I've seen you get them before.
Correct.
Yeah, this is where I stand.
All right, that's a pass then, is it?
Yeah, it's a pass.
Okay, so the Vs were originally nomadic, and the legend is that Ixmaya, after whom the Ixmaya forest is named, goddess of the hunt, and basically traditionally the V's main deity, appeared to the Emperor of Ronka in a dream and basically bid him to let them join the kingdom.
I knew who Ixmaya was.
I was nowhere close to my guess, just so you know.
Yeah,
I
was like, I could have told you who Ixmaya was, but.
All right. Mike, we're moving away from Ronka.
Yay!
All right. Because
we're done.
You guys know nothing about.
I mean, you might as well, if you've got more, you might as well just finish asking them.
I mean, it's
remember the shows for them.
No, I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done with Ronka. We're out of Ronka.
I can tell you the other Ronkan gods if you want me to.
If you just want to.
When it comes down to the tiebreaker, Sly, yeah, then you can give.
Yeah. When it comes down to the inevitable tiebreaker, then maybe I'll ask you about the other Ronkan gods. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mike, I want to know about porksies. Porksies are not real pigs.
No,
they're not. They look like it, but they're not. They're arcane entities. They're made by the Numo. What are they made out of?
Fuck.
They are not made out of fuck.
I mean, most things are made out of fuck, to be fair. So that's a reasonable guess.
But not
Well, not in this case, because they're
there's no fuck involved.
For once. Sorry, nature. What do they make them out of? Unfortunately, I think back to 11's lore for Porksies, because that's where I know them from first.
That might be relevant.
There's no overlap. It's not even close.
Okay.
They're literally just, the joke was if pigs could fly. So they're pixie pigs. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole joke, is they're pixie pigs.
Okay.
That's where the name comes from, Porksy. But that's has nothing to do with how they're made.
You know what? The penny just dropped, and it didn't even occur to me.
Do I get a point for that?
No. Okay.
I'm kind of disappointed in you for not realizing the pun in that earlier.
Yeah, I'm pretty dumb.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that earlier in the show, and now I just know. Yeah. I don't know what the Numo make them out of. Shit.
Yeah.
Not pigs. We know that much, which is really fucking weird. I'm gonna throw the kind of dark guess out there because of the rest of the Fae tribes kind of being devious motherfuckers. They're people. Okay.
Wow. That would be awful.
I mean, look at all the bush people. Those are people.
They are not people. Sly, what are the Porksies made out of?
Well, I remember they feed them ether, like from lilies, I think. I don't think that's their composition. Because I have another guess.
That's how they sustain them. That's not what they are.
Yeah. It's more than one thing.
Yeah, but the main ingredient. What their bodies are made out of, effectively.
Oh, man. The way you worded that, I like that.
One. What's the last one? The other one's clay?
Clay! Yeah. Yes! They're made out of clay.
Okay, when you said main ingredient,
they are enchanted clay.
What were the other two? Because I think one was weird. I can't remember.
Water?
Yeah, they're like piggy banks. They're piggy banks.
No. That's not the.
There's a special Fae lamp.
That's the weird one. I couldn't think of.
Yeah. Which the Fae used to collect ether, which they imbue into the clay to enchant the clay.
The joke is it's like a piggy bank.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's terrible.
It's also true.
Yeah, I guess. Come
on, man.
Is this Sly again? This is Sly again.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How did the Erang settlement of Twine earn its name? Twine. Why is it named Twine?
Fuck.
That was my response.
It's not fucking.
It's not it. No.
Again, normally the answer, not this case.
Fuck. This is probably one of the sites.
Although this one, there may have been some fucking involved.
Somewhere along the line. Or
this is one of the sightseeings I did not study. Fuck. Well, some of the settlements up there are just common Hrothgar. So,
yeah, most of the settlements are Hrothgar names because it's like a native Hrothgar land.
Yeah, like Mount Iran.
Is there one named after Yankee?
Yeah, I was just about to go there too. Thank you.
That might be pertinent information.
Fuck. So the runs. So the Ronso. That has something to do with Ronso. I can't tell you. Like, I know it just has something to do with the Ronsos.
Okay. What do you think, Mike? Twine. It's kind of in the name.
Well, because when I hear the name, I think of entwined, and I think of its geographical location compared to the other settlements that are there. Is it a center point? A center point for the Ronso settlements in the area?
I'll give you a half point for making the connection to entwined. You've already passed, Sly. You can have another shot at it, but it's not going to be worth it.
For no credit. Is it okay. Ronsos? Is it the entwining of Ronso tribe and another tribe? Can't think. Mistels. The entwining of those tribes.
Yeah, the image is supposed to be of.
Was that really worth getting up for? He was very proud of that one. That's like the most not intense, like, get up and walk away from this, correct? I mean, he's probably upset because he's losing half a point when he's ahead by 12, so it doesn't matter.
He's ahead by more than 12.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It is like a very sort of intuitive one. All right, so the image is the entwining of... God damn.
Sly, you're ahead by so much.
The entwining of Ronso and Mistel tails. So the way it works effectively is that the Ronsos are native, and they were mining for to trade with Nabatharang, and it got to the point where they were kind of like tapping out as much as they could. And Mistel immigrated to the region, bringing them the knowledge of Talos maintenance and these advanced, like more industrial mining techniques. And they established a joint settlement, and their tails entwined. And that's why it's called that. So there you go.
I got entwined.
Yeah. Like I said, it's kind of in the name. All right. So on a related note, Sly, why have all the Talos stopped working?
They require stuff for hearts. I can't remember what the fuck is in the hearts. And we used
not the hearts. I mean, yeah, that is it.
The logical, yeah, but I know where you're trying to go. And
there's more of a, I guess, a socio-political answer.
Well, that throws what I was thinking out the window.
So it has something to do with Daedalus Ironworks and how they kind of shut down the mines or mining venture.
Keep going.
Thank you, Alex. God, I'm trying to remember what exactly happened with Daedalus Ironworks. Fuck.
Okay.
I mean, I know that Chinese comes back. Thank you, Mike.
Maybe they did. Who knows?
Well, obviously Chinese and Dooley.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. How you doing? I don't know what exactly happened with Daedalus Ironworks.
So where does Chinese fit in here?
Well, he runs Daedalus Ironworks. That's how we get the giant talisman.
Okay.
Is it?
All right.
Was it something as simple as a strike?
It was something simple.
Not a strike. But yeah, it had something to do with the Daedalus Ironworks and them not having enough it's not them not having enough, but I guess they didn't have enough manpower, or I don't.
I'm gonna give you a half point, because you're definitely on the right track.
Right track. Thank you, Alex.
China's 15 years ago, he decided to join Yulmore, and he just
Mike.
So I've two things, by the way, for this. One, that was my question, but I decided to let it go.
Was that your question?
It was my question. And two, that you didn't even give me the chance to say the answer. It's too late now.
No, I was about to. The first part is that China's...
okay, well, that was actually going to be my answer, what you're saying right now.
Okay, well, finish it for me then.
Well, no, I was going to say it stopped because he went to Yulmore and just that was it. Okay. He was literally the brain. He was literally the brains in the entire operation. Without him, it couldn't exist.
Okay, so why couldn't exist without him?
He was
more specific.
Could you be more specific? No, yeah. See, the half point is definitely what I actually knew the answer for. But other than that, more specific. I mean, wasn't he the only one that knew how to animate the Talos? Wasn't he like?
Yeah, pretty much. He did not bother to. He just pieced out. 15 years ago, he pieced out and he did not bother to teach anyone how to maintain them.
Yeah.
It was just like, fuck you guys, fuck your industry. I'm out. I'm a nihilist now. The world's ending. Bitches. See you later.
Don't we kind of find that out on our own, though? We kind of like science it together and then
Yeah, but it's like it's really difficult.
Okay.
It takes
that's why when we get that Talos working in Amarang without him, it's
big
like
deal.
A huge deal.
Yeah. So yeah, he had no contingency. He just shut down Daedalus Ironworks. He was like, all you people that are relying on this technology, I'm not going to teach you how to use it. I'm not going to leave you any kind of instructions. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. I'm joining a doomsday cult because the world's ending and I'm going to get drunk. And everyone's like, oh, the Chars. Oh, they're so precious. Oh, they're so good. Oh, I love them. Fuck the Chars.
No, we like her. He was a little bitch made motherfucker.
Yeah, Julia Child was good. Yeah, we like him.
She's complicit in
she's
the murders of a lot of people. Yeah.
They didn't draw my birthmark correctly. People. Throw them.
They are both terrible, terrible people.
I mean, everyone in Yulmore is terrible by the time it was all said and done.
Yeah, just about, yeah. Oh, Mike, I'm going to aim this up. I'm going to give you the next two questions.
I don't want the next two. I don't need to get two in a row wrong just to make up. All right, fine. Let's do it.
Good luck. Have fun. What does Ranjit call his disciple of war?
Ranjit, his disciple of war?
Yeah, like his
his job. Like his class job.
What does he call it? No, he doesn't call it Beastmaster.
I don't remember. That's like I said, I didn't need two questions in a row. Just because there was one I knew the answer to doesn't mean I need two to make up for it. Okay, that was my answer, by the way.
Is that all right? Okay. Yeah. Slyh, what does he call it?
He's a summoner. He's basically a devil summoner.
What does he call it?
He calls it something.
Fuck!
He refers to it very specifically.
God damn it! But he's a summoner. But
yeah, but it doesn't matter what we know he is, Sly.
Well, I know his summon is Gukamax because that's the demon.
For those listening on audio,
is that your answer?
Something Gukamax.
It's literally just called Gukamax. That's the name of the martial art. That's not the name of his summon so much as it's the name of the art.
Funny thing you say that. That is Gukamax's design. Well, not design, but that is how the Gukamax we know in our war and religion. Yeah, that's how it looks. So yeah.
So Gukamax is another name for Quetzalcoatl. Mm-hmm. And it literally means feathered serpents.
Yep.
It's another Mesoamerican equivalent of Quetzalcoatl.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep. Please have some tea.
Okay, back to Mike.
Fuck.
What was the first observed effect of the apocalypse which befell the pre-sundered world? Something that we learn in Amarot. There was this terrible apocalypse. There were a couple of things that started happening.
Is it not the rumbling?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, I can give you that. A rumbling. That's one way to describe it.
It was because it wasn't really an earthquake.
What did it do?
Are you talking about the individual dooms? Like,
no.
Yeah. You're not talking about the dooms. You're talking about literally the thing that happened right before they all started.
Yeah, before it even got to
creation magic.
Okay,
that's the other part of it. There you go. Okay.
Oh,
yes,
okay. So the rumbling before that said, okay, good.
It was a noise that came from below the
noise. Yeah, I was thinking voice, but I was like, I think it was more of a rumbling.
They describe it as a keening, this subterranean noise, and anyone who hears it, they go batshit crazy.
All control.
And if they have creation magics at their disposal, they lose control of them. They start impulsively summoning their own nightmares, basically. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, a rumbling. I think I can give you that because rumbling's a noise.
Well, yeah, because like I was thinking voice at first, but I was like, it doesn't feel right. So I was rumbling.
Yeah,
voice would have been my initial answer.
It definitely wasn't a voice.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm glad I didn't say it.
Well, I don't know if we know exactly.
We don't know. We have no idea. It's completely. Yeah.
They describe it. They describe it as a keening, which is an interesting way to describe it. Okay. Sly, what was the role of La Brea in the convocation of Amarot?
What was his role?
Yeah, what was La Brea's role? Each of the members of the convocation had a specific role.
Damn it!
Kind of like within a parliament, sort of.
I couldn't tell you.
War.
I can tell you. Well, I would probably say war, and I say that because, like, based.
So
on,
you'd say what?
War. Well,
war, okay.
And well, I say this because I know. I base it off the words of La Brea and his specialty was, weaponized kin. So soulkin, beastkin, voidkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
Go along those lines. But
I mean that
go on. Say something.
No. Go on.
Whoa.
I just heard you say but.
I mean, that's what he researched, but that wasn't his role.
Okay. So what was his role?
He had one of the pirates in the ship.
He had one of the what?
Yeah, you guys speak up.
I'm talking to myself. Shut up.
Well, they're listening, so talk to them too.
Let me piece it out on my own. God. He was I'm gonna talk to something else. He was Speaker of the House.
Yeah, he was the speaker. That's right. Yeah, he was.
That's what words of La Brea is for.
Yeah, words of La Brea. Well, I mean, they all had words.
Yeah.
There were the words of Matron, the words of Halmarut. Yeah, everybody had words.
He was the speaker. Speaker of the House, presumably. The creating monsters and horrible proto void scent and all that was just, just his hobby.
Everybody had their own research, though. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know what you're going to ask next. So just shut up.
All right. Okay. Mike.
Good reason. No, I just went twice, didn't I? No, that was his question. You're right.
No, you were catching, we were caught up.
You're right.
Yeah. How many ancients survived the Sundering intact, and who were they?
Do you mean you said intact? You're not saying
so not sundered.
3.
Okay, and who were they?
Laha, Brea, Emmett, Sulk, and Elidibus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's the easiest question you've asked all show.
Well, I've asked a lot of questions that were just as easy as that have gone.
No, that's certainly the easiest one of the show.
Easiest one for you, baby.
No,
easiest one for you.
Period.
So, as far as we know, they are the only ones that survived the Sundering. We don't know how. We don't know why. You're right. That was an easy question. All right, Sly. I'm going to be so disappointed in you. You don't get this.
I love Daddy Ethys just letting you know.
That means he's setting me up to not get it.
Yeah. As a fellow dragoon, I'm gonna be so fucking disappointed if you don't get this.
Okay, so you better get it.
Fuck you.
Midgard Zormer entrusted Nidhogg with a very unique and important role among the Great Worms. What was it?
You expect me to remember the final fucking Dragoon quest and it only lasted 13 minutes? And
yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I really do.
I watched Ethys stream this.
I really do expect it. Yes.
I hate you. Fuck. What was the question again?
Okay, I'll read you in full. Midgard Zormer entrusted Nidhogg with a unique and important role among the Great Worms. What was it?
I hate you so much. I fucking hate you so much.
Sorry, I hate you too, baby.
Yeah.
Give you 10 seconds to pull something out your ass. Come on.
Guardian.
Of?
All the worms.
You gotta give me a little more than that.
Oh, fuck you, Alex!
Aloha. Stop.
Wow.
Yeah, at least when I get it wrong, I don't have Dragoon at 80. So.
Wowie. I'm going to give you a half point. I'm going to hand it over to Mike.
I knew that much as well, but only because I watched you do it.
Okay.
What was he specifically? I'm trying to remember exactly what, because just to make sure I'm remembering the quest. This is where Orn Kai goes around and learns about Nidhogg before he
is. It's that quest. I just don't remember.
I'm just making sure I remember the quest itself. Yeah. It's where he goes and he talks to Hraesvelgr and he develops the whole he rehashes the history of Nidhogg and all. Yeah, okay.
And Ratatoskr.
Yeah, and Ratatoskr. I'm trying to remember. I don't think my answer is going to be any better than his. I knew Guardian.
Yeah, being a Guardian is worth half a point.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not worth half a point to me anymore. That would be kind of silly. I'm just trying to remember because I have a feeling I can generalization of it. Wasn't a Guardian of Knowledge. It was a Guardian. So you said, I like how I didn't even look at Ethys' face. I looked at Sly's face, and Sly, I can tell, looked at Ethys' face and saw his face light up. So
I'm so disappointed in you two.
Well, not me. I don't have Dragoon at 80 at least. My Dragoon's at 70. I only watched you do it once. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Like, I know Southern Comfort is pussy shit, but like, come on.
Holy shit. All right, okay, all right.
I mean, I was just gonna say it was specific. The initial answer I was leaning towards. He said it was the guardian, literally like the big brother. Like his responsibility was protecting the first brood.
Yeah,
it's not, but like that was gonna be my guess before anything else. So
specifically,
You're right, Mike.
His job was to prevent our world from succumbing to the same fate as the Dragon Star. So Nidhogg was
Omega.
Yeah, basically, Nidhogg was, in effect, being groomed to fight Omega if Omega ever woke up again.
Well,
and
could have used him. I don't think it would have gone any better. I mean, he still technically got to fight Omega, like in a roundabout way.
Yeah, in a roundabout kind of way, yeah.
Didn't really work out, but...
Well, the eyes that were used to summon Shinryu only had like a fraction of what they had like from their full power. So I reckon Nidhogg could have held his own.
Yeah, he didn't get the
at full strength. No, he didn't get the chance because Sly, you okay? You need a hug?
It's a lot of southern. It was a lot of Southern Comfort. He's not feeling very comforted right now.
God. Oh my God. Oh, why do you do this to yourself?
Listen, it's a lore show. We gotta spice it up a little
Again,
bit.
I tell you that I'm gonna
really hateful. You guys really.
I tell you, I'm gonna get all the obscure shit and all the simple shit. And you say I'm gonna be so mad if you don't get this, Sly.
I didn't say mad. I said disappointed. All right.
Yeah, but when you've been disappointed enough, doesn't it make you mad?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
First Estinian, now this.
Okay, look, we're approaching the finish line. I promise you. Your pain is nearly over. All right. Mike, what is the name of the mountain in the empty east of Norvrant where Titan is summoned?
Mount, isn't it the Atlas?
It is. It's Mount Atlas. Holy shit. How'd you know that?
Because we talked about it on the last time you were on. When I brought you on like a post Eden release show to talk about the lore, we talked about it there.
Yeah, I guess we did.
Because I said Atlas could have been another name for we were having the discussion about like if they had just called Titan Atlas, and people like wouldn't have even said, "Oh, they're reusing Titan." We had that whole conversation.
Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah.
Sly, what is Archaeotania?
Twin Tanya.
Is that your answer?
No, I'm just.
I thought
just giving me a Final Fantasy
really serious.
What is Archaeotania?
Well, I can tell you, I don't know. It was brought back to the Uniter for study. I can tell you that, but I don't know what exactly it is.
Okay. It was brought back to Uniter for study. We know that it's the world boss fate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the Tempest, but what is it?
It's not a spirit. Even though I think it was brought back under phantomology. But it's not a spirit. It's a I want to say it's an Immortine construct. What I mean by construct is, a concept that was brought to life.
Not quite. Mike, do you want to have a shot at it?
All right, let me see if I can remember. So, It appears obviously after Emmett Selk has made his home there again. It's brought back through that creation magic that he uses to resummon the Amarot, but it was there and he was aware of it when his civilization fell initially. And now there's a Sahagin tribe that's worshiping it, if I recall correctly. Not so much worshiping it, I guess, as appeasing to it, or trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see if I can tie together like the nature of those things.
Okay. Well, you're right. You're right that it's a reconstruction. It's part of Emmett Selk's reconstruction of the final days of Amarot.
Yeah.
But what is it a reconstruction of? Like what is it? What was it originally?
Oh God, I think it says it in the fate text for the final part. Or no, not even the final part. Like one of the like second or third parts when you like go to like check its footprints and some shit when you're trying to find it. Fuck, I've done that fate in like a month and a half.
You can find the answer in a Niter.
And a Niter, yeah. It all goes back to the Niter. And everything that's like come out of Amarot has come out of the Academia Niter, essentially.
Yep.
For us, like it's either
a lot of it. So Sly was right that it was brought to a Niter to study.
Yeah. It was brought there. It was brought there to study in the final days, and it escaped during the final days. But like, I'm trying to remember what exactly it was. Unfortunately, I don't think I have much better guess because like I know the origin of the thing. I just don't remember like.
All right.
The specific.
I'm gonna call that a pass. But
yeah,
you guys,
I'd say that's fair.
You were so close to it. So
is it a sequel?
No, we know. Okay, so we know that the keening and subsequently the apocalypse began on some distant continent across the seas, right? And it was wresting control of people's creation magic and making them spawn these horrible nightmare creatures. Archaeotania was one of those creatures that was captured and brought back to a Niter to study so they could work out what the nature of this disaster was and perhaps how to combat it. And it escaped, broke out, caused havoc. But that's what it was. Literally, it was one of these nightmare monsters.
Well, because the whole thing is with the Sahagins is I was trying to figure out, draw a parallel, see if because they essentially get tempered by it, don't they? The other Sahagin tribe. Because
I don't think it's so much that as it is they are revering Amarot and the ancients, and anything that comes out of there, they're like, this is sacred.
That could be one, but that's something we'll have to explore in a future patch. Could be the very nature, because it's all creation magic, and we've seen what primal creation magic does to other beings. So
yeah, that's true.
So I'm curious about that. Okay, yeah, I was trying to get my answer with that, but didn't get that.
Yeah. No, you guys are pretty close to it. All right, Mike. Why was Nielbert summoning rifts after becoming the Sin Eater Phronesis?
Oh, this is the caster quest line, right?
Yeah. Nielbert was the elf.
Yeah.
He's going around summoning rifts. People are getting sucked into them. We need to find a way to circumvent it. Why was he doing that?
This comes from the dialogue after you beat him, I think. I mean, I'm gonna kind of just go with the obvious answer because so for anyone who hasn't done the caster quest line, essentially this is one of the band of 5 warrior of lights that we fight as the warrior of darknesses back in like the 3.x series. And he was trained with his pal, who I can't remember the name of, who we rescue right in the first quest from the Void Beyond. And they were both trained essentially to become Void Mages, in a sense. And they were able to open rifts into the Void. They say it's the Void. I don't think we ever get hard confirmation it's the 13th, or it's just like some sort of other like dimension of some kind.
They're trying to open portals like to other shards.
We
don't get a hard confirmation whether it's the void or not.
Yeah. And we assume that he got stuck in the place between realms, and that's why he was able to survive and be timeless, like come back the same age, all like 100 years later. I think I'm pretty sure it derived from his guilt of losing his friend in the first place, because the first rift they ever summoned, his friend, they got sucked in. So they're like as they were training, it just led to his friend getting sucked in. It's something with his remorse or his regret with that leads to him, because that's what all of them are about. It's all a life experience that they had.
I'll give you the point for that. He was trying to rescue his friend, effectively. And this compulsion to try and rescue his friend, it's what like motivated everything that he was doing before he joined Arbit. And after becoming Phronesis, he cut this compulsion. So Nielbert and his friend were selectively bred. They were the children of a cult of mages, basically, and have been selectively bred over generations to be powerful enough to open interdimensional rifts. And they were being basically trained how to do it, and his friend got sucked in.
Yeah, because I know literally all of the Sin Eater versions of the other Warriors of Light or Darkness, they literally are all reenacting like a sense of remorse or grief, like impulsively doing something out of remorse or grief.
It's not necessarily like remorse or grief, but it's some sense.
Like one is they value their companions, so they're trying to bring all their companions back together. One valued his friend, so he's compulsively trying to bring his friend back. Like some sort of event behind all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so a related one for you, Sly. Why was Lamit's Sin Eater form Sophrosine only healing and raising particular Sin Eaters?
Oh, I know this one.
So Lamit, the dwarf, the healer,
yeah,
she's going around healing and raising Sin Eaters, but only certain Sin Eaters.
This is the only.
This was my favorite class. I think I remember this one pretty well.
This was a good
I've read about all the other the warriors of
Darkness,
Light, / Darkness, except this one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you.
You don't know?
You want to pass?
Yeah, hard pass.
All right, take a shot.
So the big thing with this series of quests is we learn a lot about the plague that was turning dwarves into stone. They locked them all. There's a little, I guess I would call it a prison right next to the town of it's a little cave right next to Tamra, where they would send all the people who are infected with this plague. And Lamit's whole quest was to go and find a magic that could undo it and completely save those people, which gets her exiled by her people. And that's the civilization that's out to the east, which I'm hoping will be the Dwarven Beast Tribe quest somewhere down the line. She's specifically healing Sin Eaters that were descendants of those dwarves, of the ones that were infected by the plague.
Not even descendants, like literally
anyone literally
that
anyone
were infected by the stone blight.
Yeah,
that she cured, became exiled, because they had to take their helmets off.
Yeah, they all took their helmets off because she took her helmet off, and then they all did it to support her.
So the ones of those that survived and became Sin Eaters, she was going around healing them and keeping them alive. Yeah, which is super sad. So
it's also very poetic that what's her face takes her helmet off at the end of it all.
Yeah, it was cool. I really like that story. It was a good one.
The caster one and the white mage one were definitely my two favorites. Tank follows just behind.
Agreed. Sly, have you leveled? Is it you?
Yes.
Yeah, because I stole that one from him.
Oh, it is yours. Okay, you've leveled Gunbreaker, right?
Yeah, and I did sort of pay attention to the 80 quest, but I wouldn't be surprised if I got this wrong.
Okay.
Is this gonna? Okay, let me just wait for the question.
This is a pretty basic one. What city-state do the Hrothgar Gunbreakers originate from?
City-state. You're talking about back in Ilsabard, right?
Yes. Where do they come from?
What's it called? Well, because unfortunately, I don't think this is where they hail from, but they were from the place that blew up. Fuck. It's literally fucking Sid's dad blew it the fuck up. What the fuck is it called?
What's it called?
It's like on the tip of my tongue, but it's so many letters. It's like 5 letters.
Oh my god, so many letters.
Yeah, but it's like the letters that it is. I can't fucking piece them together. There's like a Y in there, I think. I can't.
It is 5 letters. It's something Citadel.
Yeah, I know. Bajja. There you go. Bajja Citadel.
It is Bajja Citadel, yeah. Okay. Good, well done.
Yeah, and then are you going to ask anything else about the Gunbreaker questline?
Yes, I am going to ask.
I won't say anything.
More Gunbreaker stuff. Right. So I'll give you this one. Why are they called Gunbreakers?
I don't remember.
You don't know why they're called Gunbreakers?
I haven't even done the quest, no.
Why are they called Gunbreakers?
Oh, I don't remember those.
Mike, come on. Really?
So let me give you how I knew the Bajja Citadel answer, so maybe you'll understand why I don't remember this one.
Okay.
So I leveled Gunbreaker in the early days of my streaming for it when I was skipping all the cutscenes to stay spoiler free for a week. I did the level 80 quest after we had done our lore one, which is where he beats his friend who also survived. He tells him there's other survivors from the explosion at the Bajja Citadel. However, outside of escorting the superstar woman who's very annoying in the first quest, I don't know anything about the 60 to 70 quest line.
All right. Okay.
They break.
Okay.
Guns.
So his I mean,
not entirely inaccurate, but
yeah, half a point for that. I'm going to give you half a point for that. Okay. So no, that's literally it. Okay. So they're called gun blades. Because it literally means Gunhildr's blades. The queen at the time that this martial discipline was created was called Gunhildr, and her royal guard, they were called Gunhildr's blades. Oh. The Alligans came along, and the Gunbreakers were
Hrothgar.
Oh, thank you. The Hrothgar, yeah, we're fighting against the Alligans. And they saw the Alligans using these weapons that looked like their gun blades, but without the blades. Well, they looked like gun blades, but they didn't have the blade. So they called them guns. So gun blades are not called gun blades because they're a gun with a blade. It's actually the opposite. Guns are called
a blade with a gun because the bullet hits it and it creates a vibration. Yeah, the bullet hits the metal and creates a vibration.
No, that's what I'm getting at.
I know, but I'm saying I'm just going into why it's not gun blade isn't a gun with a blade. It's a blade with a gun.
Yeah. But the word gun blade actually predates the word gun. They saw these weapons that looked like a gun blade, but they didn't have a blade, so they called them guns.
And they were like insulting.
Yeah. And the Gunhildr's blades were particularly effective at dealing with these ranged soldiers, basically rushing them and cutting them to shreds. So they called them gun breakers because they'd go and break the Allagan guns.
They were an anti-ranged military unit, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a really roundabout. Did I say Garleans? I meant to say Alligans.
No, you said Alligans.
I did say Alligans. I thought so. Yeah. So a really kind of silly roundabout explanation, but that's the explanation we're given. That's why they're called gunbreakers. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Who's this then? Is this
this one's mine? Yeah, because you literally.
Yeah, this one's yours. Yeah. Okay. So the Light Warden, Philia. Who was Philia before it became a Light?
Philia's the Holminster boss, right?
Yeah. So who was it before it became a Light Warden?
So the Triple Triad card, I think, specifically says it was an Ellison who was imprisoned in the Holminster switch, if I recall correctly. I'm trying to remember more.
Not in the Holminster switch.
Well, they were an Ellison prisoner, and I'm pretty sure Philia became like the amalgamation of not just that prisoner, but all the prisoners who were in there. I'm trying to remember because on the Triple Triad card.
You already got it right. You mixed this up with another Light Warden though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm mixing that up with
The Katana Ravel one?
Yeah, the Cerberus one. Yeah. That's like the amalgamation of the creatures who were affected by it in the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, Philia was an elf who was held prison at the Hour of Certain Durance, which was the Lakeland prison. Hence, like the manacles and stuff that it's got.
Yeah.
And they called it Philia, which means brotherly love, because of the irony that when the Flood of Light came, it got transformed into a light warden, and it went and basically ate all of its former brothers and neighbors. Brotherly love. Philia. Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I give you the point for that. Well done. Wow, you're actually like catching up here a little bit. There might be something in this. You're making it interesting. Wow. We had a couple of questions left.
Okay.
Define a couple.
A couple means
literally 2 questions.
Okay.
Sly, this is for you. Who ruled Lakeland immediately before the flood?
Ooh,
There's a bit of a story to this, but I don't need the whole story. It would be sufficient to tell me who ruled Lakeland immediately before the floods.
Just before he answers, is this part of the fate chain that we deal with? That he's okay if it helps him.
Probably refers to it.
Because I remember it's a guard from like the older days, and they're trying to retake the castle for a specific reason. Just can't remember what the reason.
Yeah, the fate chain might refer to it. Certainly not the only place you'd get this information.
Sightseeing one. And side quest.
I'm just gonna go ahead and generally say the elves. No, fuck. No. I don't know who. I don't remember who the king exactly was. All I remember is that back to Laxton Loft. Laxton Loft was where the king sat, but elven dissidents. I'm just gonna say elves. Elves.
Okay, I'll give you half a point for elves. Elves is worth half a point. Mike, do you want to?
I mean, all I remembered. I'm 99% sure that the elves that are part of that fate chain are literally like they're descendants of all that, and that's why they're trying to retake the castle. I don't remember because the castle that sits on the hill was where the king lived before.
Laxton Loft.
Yeah, Laxton Loft. Yeah.
That was the capital of Lakeland.
Yeah, it was the capital of the Lakeland. But the actual, again, the actual name of the king. I mean, that's gonna escape the hell out of me. Like you said, I know it's there, but I knew it was elves. But I didn't know if that'd be worth half a point, so I figured it was worth saying out loud just to confirm what I was thinking.
So is that?
I don't have anything more specific. I knew it was Elven. I just didn't. I don't know the name.
Okay, so the elves, they were the original natives of Novrant. They were tribal, kind of like how they were for most of Eorzivia's history. They didn't really have any interest in establishing like a nation or a kingdom, but they were driven from their homes repeatedly by all these other kingdoms that were popping up. They ended up banding together in Lakeland, formed a kingdom. They allied with the Humes, which some were not too fond of, and they succumbed to a revolution shortly before the floods, led by the Shadowkeeper, who became the ruler of Lakeland immediately before.
You know, that makes sense because
see. Here's the thing. I didn't know you were talking about like the Shadowkeeper's uprising leading to him becoming the ruler.
Immediately before the flood. One more question. All right. This one's for Mike.
Okay.
Who is the Shadowkeeper and what is its purpose?
Shadowkeeper is a Warrior of Light candidate from the 13th who the Ascians planted on the 1st with the anticipation of banding together the Warriors of Light and creating an imbalance of light and darkness there. Originally, they were supposed to defeat the Warriors of Light That didn't pan out. Warriors of Light beat them, then killed the Ascians and caused a flood in the opposite direction.
Okay. Who is it?
Who? The actual name? Oh god.
Yeah.
I just always say Shadowkeeper. Fuck. I know exactly the cutscene you're referring to because it's the same cutscene where she talks about what's his name? Unakalhai. Literally, it's I've got the exact frame. It's when they're standing on the moon with fucking La Brea and Elidibus. And in that text box is where they say what her actual see, I'm trying to remember because it's not the name that she uses at the inn.
You can use that. She's gone by a few names.
Yeah, because it's only a letter, because one's 4 letters, one's 5 letters. I'm just trying to remember exactly the spelling of it. And unfortunately, the wrong name keeps popping up into my head when I'm thinking this. Fuck. Yeah, she's only a 5-letter name she uses at the end too. And it's just completely past me right now.
They are both pseudonyms. She never tells us what her name was on the 13th.
Yeah. They're just 2 names that are just painfully similar to each other. Because she's in disguise now, in disguise.
I'm gonna give you a half point.
Yeah.
Sly.
What the
Didn't we talk about this a while ago?
No, we did. Yeah, we talked about it on the first show. Literally, we went into the lore show, and I asked. Yeah, that's
Silva.
It.
Yeah,
there you go.
Silva. And she was known as Ciela when she was traveling with Albert and Crew.
Yes, Cylia, right?
Yeah. She is one of the Warriors of Light from the 13th Shards, and she was basically convinced to help bring the brink of a flood of light because she was told that it was going to cause some kind of equivalence and save the 13th. Whether or not it would save the 13th, whether or not this is something that is going to come into play in future patches, we don't know. But yeah, she was supposed to groom the Warriors of Light on the first to the point where the world was on the brink of a flood of light, and then she was supposed to defeat them and kill them and basically make sure that the status quo there was maintained and that they stayed on the brink of a flood of light.
And then she failed, and it brought forth the flood, but then Nymphilia saved it, and so it was still a usable world.
Yeah. So Albert and Crew, they defeated her, refused to kill her, and then they went on and destroyed Mitron and Logreif, which caused the flood of light to go ahead. Like you say, Nymphilia halted it and basically set them back, and then Emmett Selk had to come along and make Vothri to get them back to the point where they were ready for rejoining again.
It's crazy to think that the state of the world being it's weird that a partially consumed world that's too much towards one aspect is not considered unusable just because a small portion of it has not been rendered. It's weird.
Yeah, apparently it's enough.
Yeah.
And again, this whole thing about her presumably being lied to, because we know that, Albert and Crew, they were lied to by Elidibus.
Yeah.
But, with Gaia coming along, with Eden, there might still be something in there about saving the 13th in some way. But that's it. That's all we got. Do you guys want to know the score? You know what? Take a guess. How many points do you think you got in total there, Mike?
I was gonna guess it was 14-8.
14-8.
Just because I got a few right towards the end.
You did get a few right towards the end.
And a few half points here and there. Well, I cut out half a point at the beginning because I said we don't even deserve that.
Jeez. All right. There. You know what? There was one question. Here's a bonus question that people. Sunchaser put a lot of work into this, and it's terrible, and it's a mean question.
It's terrible.
He calculated this. I told him that I would ask this question if and only if he managed to craft an answer. Okay.
I don't like where this is going.
All right. If he managed to calculate an answer. So the question here is it's okay. So how many nutkin would it take to cover Thancred's whole body? Open question. It was originally going to be Vothri. How many nutkin we're going to cover Vothri's body? We couldn't cover that. We couldn't calculate that, but someone actually calculated.
To cover, so we're talking about surface area. We're not talking about like
we're talking how about many surface area.
We're not saying if you made a Thancred out of nutkins. We're saying to cover the surface area.
To cover the surface area of Thancred's body, how many nutkins would you need? All right, give me. You can just give me like a ballpark.
Well, I'm assuming I'm trying to remember the exact.
You know what? If you can give me a ballpark for this, I'll make this worth 5 points.
Well, okay, right. So I'm gonna. How covered are we talking here? Like, are the nutkins like overlapping in any way?
No, they're not. Then they're overlapping like as little as possible.
As little as so, like maybe like an arm or a leg, but not like torso or tail or anything like that. How much is the tail in play? Like how? Like I'm just trying to get an idea of how this was calculated. I need like like normally there's like a word problem.
All right. So we're basing it on the eastern gray squirrel with an average body length of 26 centimeters and an average tail length of 23 centimeters.
All of which would be covering unique space, and like the tail wouldn't be poofing out away from Thancred, is what I'm trying.
No. They're like lying flat.
Okay, they're lying flat, and the tail is also lying flat over him as well.
Yes.
Okay. So you're telling me that it's a 49 centimeter effective surface area that's being covered.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a lot more than I thought. That's a bigger squirrel than I was ready for. I feel like 49 centimeters isn't a whole lot, but like it's sizable enough. The covers are pretty. That would be like one per like foot, but then one's tail could like sit over the like top of his foot. So it'd be like one and a half nutkins per foot. So we've got that. So we could also assume it would be probably one nutkin per hand. So we're at 5. The head would probably be 4 or 5 altogether. And then each limb, assuming equal representation with each limb. Foot, let's see. Foot, let's see that. So
I was not expecting you to take this so seriously.
3, so we multiply that, so that's 12. Probably about 12 for each limb. Actually, 12 for the legs, probably 9 for the arms. So we're at 3 for the feet, then another 2 for the hands, then we'll go 4 for the head, so that's 9. We've got 12 for each leg, so that puts us at 33. I'm gonna go with 9 for each arm at 51, and then for the torso, make it a nice even 9. So I'm gonna go 65.
65 total.
65 total. If my proportions aren't entirely off.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the full post by Sunchaser here. It's a little bit of a ride, so strap in.
That's fine. What I just did was a ride too. I'm okay with this.
That was quite right.
This is the smartest I've sounded all episodes. I'm okay.
Okay. With this. So Sunchaser says, based on estimation of Thancred's height relative to my Midlander lass, who's 5'4" / 163 centimeters, I'm gonna guess he's something around 5'8" to 5'10". He's also very lean, which is helpful here as we don't have to worry about surface area of a sphere, like we would say Vothri. Slapdash comparison gives him arms of about 75 centimeters, legs of about 102. That's a torso about 60 centimeters high, 40 centimeter wide at the barrel, 55 to 60 centimeter at the shoulder. Rote surface area isn't what we want, though. We need to consider the size of our squirrel and how best to place them. Now, the average size of the squirrel varies considerably by breed. For the sake of ease, we'll use the Eastern Grey squirrel, presumed at an average body length of 26 centimeters with the tail average 23 centimeters. Comparative estimation suggests a breadth around 8 centimeters with the tail arguably about 5 centimeters useful breadth, as the fur is spread too thin for proper coverage. This is positionally important as the body of the squirrel proper is too bulky to consider coverage of mobility surfaces such as inner arm and thigh.
I was considering the inner arm and thigh.
With careful, well-measured placement of squirrels, similar to the plate linings of the armored brigadine, then we have several presumptions. The squirrels will be symmetrically deployed, and tail surfaces shall be used optimally, of course. By this, we can envision a scenario where squirrels are placed horizontally on front and back of leg, outside of arm, and insets in ranked chevrons on the chest and back, with detail squirrels on the outer hand, top of foot, upper shoulder, back of neck, crowned by a pair atop the head. Based on simple length / breadth versus area to be covered, an initial design proposes 24 squirrels per leg, 12 front and back, 9 squirrels per arm. The torso utilizes an inset rank of squirrels on each side to cover the 40-centimeter width, with tail coverage around the underarm ribs, with 8 squirrels per segment for 32 total. Presume 1 more for the collar/lower neck, as the front squirrels would diverge to cover the shoulder width, and perhaps an extra pair on the back for additional coverage while bent prone. We thus come to a grand total, presumably optimal use of squirrels, likely hand-trained, raised from birth, of 110 required to totally conceal Thancred, aside from his pretty face.
I didn't suspect it was going to take so many squirrels for the front and back of the leg, or for each side of the leg.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like when you said 65, you were only thinking about like his front, but we're talking about his whole.
Well, it wasn't so much that. I just didn't think. First of all, I'm American, so centimeters is way harder for me. Second of all,
fair enough.
Second of all, I just didn't think it would take that many squirrels to cover the leg. The leg was the big thing I was surprised about. Because that was literally like an extra like 24 squirrels that I could have.
Yeah, it's a lot of squirrels.
It's a lot. Like it's just a lot more squirrels than I thought it would be. He's also taller. I didn't really know Thancred's height, and he's a little taller than I am. And I was kind of doing it based off me. So, Sly stuff.
Valentin, this is the worst question anyone's ever asked me, and I can't.
What No! You can't say that because you spent literally.
No, I can't believe it. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like, the worst question anyone has ever asked me, and Sun Chaser gave the worst answer anyone has ever answered me. And I feel like I need to go and have a shower for spending so much time.
I'd like to point out we didn't do Tales from the Shadows questions, but we did this.
We did this. Yeah.
Did this.
Well, this was for a chance for Mike to catch up on points.
Yeah, he was going to give me 5 points if I got a ballpark answer.
But
imagine if you lost that, Sly.
Well, the final score, Mike, you scored 11 points.
When the fuck did that happen?
And we were like more than halfway through when you were still on 0 points.
I don't know when I got 11 points. I called
Good job, Mike.
Sly,
but you won, Sly. It doesn't matter. You had more than 12 points halfway in.
Sly had some kind of mental breakdown and drank half a bottle of
Soko.
Allowing subsequent catch up, and finished with a total of 19.5 points.
I feel like that's so many more points than we got.
What the fuck did I get 19 points?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. When did we get that many
There
points?
were 46 questions.
Yeah, but like we were wrong most of the time.
There are a lot of
half points, yeah.
There are a lot of half points. I was being very generous.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guys, that's our first episode of Novrantivia.
I prefer Firstivia. It's just so much
Firstivia. That's pretty good. Congratulations.
Sounds like I put it in like tea. It's like a sweetener. Firstivia.
I got up really early for this.
Good. You got and you got up. Well, we didn't make you wake up 2 hours in advance. That was your choice.
Yeah, I wanted to be like cognizant for it, you know.
Poor decision.
Yeah, evidently.
Hey, listen. Look at collectively out of 46 possible points, we got 30
and a half.
Is that including the half that I told us to get rid of from the first question?
No.
So it's 31 and a half.
Yeah, sure.
Because I got half, he got half.
Yeah. No. 29 and a half and 11.
Didn't you say you got 19 and
20.
I got 11? No, you said you got
19. Yeah, 19 and 11. 19
Jesus
and
fucking Christ at this.
Sly got 19 and a half. Mike got 11. So 30 and a half total points.
And that's without the first question. Or that's with the first question. Okay.
No,
so
it's without it.
Okay, so it's 31 and a half, like I said the first time. Total.
No, it's 30 and a half.
Moving on. Anyway.
Just take my word for it. 30 and a half.
All right. I can look at chat again.
I need to go back to bed.
Are you gonna dream of squirrels?
I'm just gonna embrace the void.
Yeah, wait. Even if I got the 5 points, I would have lost. Why would you even put that on the table?
Well, you didn't know that.
was the first thing I saw when I fucking looked over at the chat. Was wait, he still would have lost. Why did we suffer that? So wait a minute. So if I had gotten a ballpark, you would have still had to deliver the news that I lost.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
God damn it. Aloha, stop. All right. Well, it was a good show. There was a lot of interesting stuff there. A lot of it was just forgotten, but some of the stuff I legitimately didn't know. Language stuff screwed me. Forgetting Reen was the worst. I was gonna say blessed, but I was like, I don't think it's blessed. I think it's something else. But
I would have taken blessed.
That would have been close enough.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's whatever. That's cool. It was a good one. The first one in the expansion is always usually the worst. Not usually this bad, but it's usually the worst one, like altogether.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to say, since we're not talking about it all together, if anyone has not read Tales from the Shadows, they are incredible so far.
Second one's funny as hell.
Second one's really fucking funny.
I implore you to read that one. That one's hilarious.
It's one that has a Stinian that Sly read. I was really hoping there was going to be a question on that one, and I was really hoping you were going to get.
I mean, it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard to like make a question about that one because it was just Tataru and Kral just chasing Estinian.
Well, I mean, he could have asked something like when at one point when Kral is chasing Estinian, she kneels down and appears to have an echo vision, but she won't tell Estinian what the vision was. What was the vision? I know what it was, but I know what the answer is.
Did he even say what the vision was?
She didn't have one. She was bullshitting.
No, she had a vision.
She literally, Tataru says, "What was the vision you had?" She said, "Who said anything about me having a vision?"
Yeah, that was her bullshitting to Tataru. Yeah, like she was
bullshitting Estinian to get fucking leverage on him, so he'd be like, "Shit." And today's on the flip side was literally heartbreaking. Literally a heartbreaking story for the one from today. I don't know if you've read it yet, Sly. You have? Yeah. I literally couldn't help but immediately go to Mordona and hope that two of my best pals were there.
Oh.
And they were. First time I zoned in, they were there.
Hope?
What? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hope
is beautiful. That's all you need to know. If you haven't read it yet, my only spoiler is Hope is beautiful.
It is.
That's all you need to know. All right. That was a good Eorzivia. I had a fun time. That's all that matters. We had a fun time.
I had fun.
We make lore.
I'm not sure Sly had fun.
Listen, with that much Southern comfort, he definitely had fun. One way or the other. I mean, what do you think the whiskey is for?
Half of them shits like I knew. It's like, again, I knew, but, good old Alex here, be more specific.
Ethys is a light warden. Bring her a false hope and lies. That's your boss title.
I agree.
I can accept that.
But I mean, you need to be I guess that makes sense. There you go. You need a name for that though. Like you need an actual light warden name. Can't just be Ethys.
Chat again.
Like Eros and Philia all have meaning, and they're based on what's the thing that they're based on? What's it called again?
Different kinds of love.
Yes, that's
what do you mean.
Yeah, you need a kind of love. Are you looking
Eros.
up other kinds of love?
Hi, chat. Hi.
Yeah. Oh, you just pulled up chat right now? Yeah, I started looking at chat once to give us a score.
Yeah.
Oh man. I had fun with that one. Ironic love.
Yeah, me too. Ironic love.
That could be good, man.
That'd be good.
All right. Well,
okay.
Well, luckily with that, we now know how many nutkins it would. The most important takeaway is how many nutkins it would take to cover Thancred's entire body. Which, if you skipped cutscenes in Heaven's Word, please reconsider. Please reconsider 3.1 at the very least. Just saying, it'll make a whole lot more sense to you if you've done that. Don't take the headset off, Sly. Don't do it. All right. Well,
thanks everyone.
Unless there's something else you want to go over real quick that you want to elaborate on, I just gotta swap my headset battery real quick because it was just dying finally after not swapping it earlier. There we go. And
I'm happy.
All right. Well, thank you.
I am good.
You are good. All right. Well, congratulations. You now have the theoretical first version of Louis Suaz Subligar. May or may not be the same one. We don't know. It's been unconfirmed as far as the lore goes. We're waiting on the next book to confirm it.
Yeah, waiting on the next patch.
Yeah, not even the patch. No, we need the next book.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's too deep of a lore detail for it to be in the game. It's something that just needs to be in text in the book. Okay.
Jeez.
Very, very deep. All right. Well, with that, before we give you two the opportunity to shout out what you've been up to, what you've been working on, some stuff that we skipped normally at the start of the show because we knew it was going to be a lore show. It was going to be kind of a long one. We did a couple things. One, of course, shout out to our sponsor, Steel Series. They sponsor the show every single week. They've been doing giveaways for months and months and months. And while there hasn't been very many YouTube videos to remind you to enter the giveaways, every month we do a Steel Series giveaway. And our winner for the giveaway in August, I pulled that at the start of the show and didn't say anything. That would be Sword of Rage. So I will be sending that person.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for
Congratulations!
Winning the free giveaway, which is always a good thing. You always like to win free stuff. And if you're watching the show right now, check out the YouTube video tomorrow. If you're listening on the audio podcast only, please go to the YouTube video description. There's a giveaway link there. You can win free Steel Series stuff. You can win a headset. You can win a mouse. You can win a keyboard. You know, you just get to pick a prize worth $79.99 USD or less. Even if you're outside of the States, just use $79.99 USD as a reference point, and you should be fine. Now, with that, we also, of course, have to thank our patrons, who we're very, very familiar with. We normally thank them at the start of the show. Their names have been rotating through the list in the top right pretty much the entire time. Are you already fucking... Yeah, you are. All right. You were doing it before I even looked. I hadn't even, started saying it yet. And do you mute the mic so I don't hear you typing? Is your keyboard just that quiet? You mute the mic so I don't hear you typing. All right. I've got it. Just... wanted to make sure I had that. All right, I get it. Holy shit. All right.
Do you, though?
Yeah, no, I do. Trust me.
You sure?
I do.
What about this one? Did you get that one?
Yeah, no, I definitely got that one, too.
Did you catch that one?
Yeah, our patrons sure are. Patrons, if you're not looking on the right-hand side, if you're watching this visually, there's a lot of PogChamps for you, which is a Twitch emoji, which means, oh, awesome. Anyway.
Just making sure you saw that one.
All right. Well, don't worry. I'm sure they can all see it over there. That's for all the patrons. And of course, we have our patrons of darkness. We got Khuja on Jenova, who got an art commission and had that sent over with the fattest of cats in a very MapleStory 2-esque art style, as far as I'm concerned, a chibi art style. Just spending some time at the beach with a cat that looks like it is going to cause a literal tidal wave. What would a cat tidal wave be called? I don't know. I'm asking for suggestions. I don't have a clever pun at the end of this. Cute, yeah. That's potential.
Meow wave.
A cattle wave? That sounds like cows. Try again.
Meow wave.
No, but somebody else. It's cataclysmic in nature. There we go. Furnami. I'm going with that one. All right, we're going with Furnami. I like that one. And we also have Kurenai, who is our other patron of darkness, and his picture with Ethys. I like how I have both Ethys and Sly as two potential image selections for this. Neither of them like to be included in it.
That's such a terrible screenshot as well.
Wow, get shit on.
So
Kurenai.
awkward.
Is it you who looks terrible?
No, I'm definitely just in the middle of some dialogue there, and Kurenai is just taking a selfie.
Well, I mean, what better time than to take a selfie, right?
Thanks, Kurenai. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you to our patrons of darkness as well. And with that, I think we're good to let you guys sign off and continue the rest of your evenings and or days. So, Ethys, thanks again for putting forth the effort, collecting the questions from other people and coming up with questions yourself. We appreciate it every time, of course. Well, anytime. That's dangerous. You don't want to say anytime because
sometimes, occasionally.
Occasionally, okay. Well, unfortunately, since the beginning of the show, your camera has sent. What are you doing, Sly? Unfortunately, since the beginning of the show, your camera has screwed up. Something I did make sure was working properly. So
my camera.
Well, I mean, the scene that's just your camera, I set it all up before the show, and for some reason since then, it's just decided it doesn't care.
Fine.
So, I mean, I could always I can use this one instead. Luckily I've got a backup. There we go. So where can they find? He's the one on the left. Where can they find you at, Ethys?
You can find me on YouTube, on Twitch, on
the one on the right is Mary. The one on the left is Ethys. Just for anyone's, in case you're confused about it at all.
Man, I hate that photo so much. You have no idea. Oh God. Yeah, if you still want to find me after seeing that, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all the places where I do like law stuff. Ethys Actual, there it is. What am I eating?
Well, I don't know. Why are you eating it here?
Let
me make sure it's
like
more about
deep
you.
Fried hot dog kind of thing.
There you go. Now it's more. I ruined the aspect ratio a little bit, but now it's more about you. He's just kind of a guest.
Good Lord.
There you go.
Good Lord.
Excellent.
It didn't taste good. I did not enjoy it.
Did it not? Are you sure about that?
Can we go over to Sly now? Can we just
hold on. Sly screwed up too. I'm trying to see if I can fix his real quick. We kind of need to leave this on the screen while we wait. That's fine. No, wow, it's really for some reason it screwed all of you. I don't have one for Sly either. So no, there we go. I got it.
Oh jeez.
There you go. That's for you. There. So Sly, where can they find you at, man?
Hi. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sly, aka Greyfox. You can find me on Twitter at Slythefox, youtube.com/thevelvetroom. You can find me at TwitchCon later this month. And yeah, I'm hunting all the mons. Hi, Aloha. Yeah, I'm hunting all the mons. So like a lot of Iceborne. Probably be some Iceborne after this, so you're more than welcome to join. Yeah, I got a final boss up, so if anyone wants to farm that, you're more than welcome. Only got 3 spots though, so get in where you can fit in. Yeah. I know, Aloha. I know.
Yeah,
Mike,
me too.
Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me and my cat Aloha, who's gonna run away when I try to pick him up. No, he got away. You can find me, Mr. Happy1227, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Getting back into the rhythm of things after a not so great week last week, and hopefully I get a good night's sleep tonight because the last 3 nights the fire alarm for my building has gone off sometime between 9 p.m. and midnight. That's great. I love it. It's been amazing. Luckily, I took a 4-hour nap yesterday to make up for the lack of sleep, unless I have a little more energy today. So I'm going to get to working on some stuff, and hopefully we'll be back on track. Don't forget, there's a live letter this Saturday, 5.1 preview part 1, and it is a girthy patch that we're going to be looking forward to. So, of course, we'll be doing our live letter overview and our live letter stream for both of those things. There's Borderlands 3 on Friday. Sly and I will be playing that together as well. There's some other things happening this month. Code Vein is happening this month. Dauntless is getting an update this month.
You say Code Vein, but
yeah,
TwitchCon.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I can't play it afterwards, Sly. TwitchCon this month. I'll be going to that if anyone's going to that. Look, it's all these other things. There you go. We got all these other things.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what
Oh my god.
Oh, do you want to say goodbye? Do you want to say goodbye? Yeah, you do want to. No, come here. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's really cool to see you.
Thank you so much for coming by for Eorzivia.
Don't leave me. He wants out. He doesn't want to be here. Aloha, just say goodbye real quick. Look, there you go. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
I think he already did.
You guys are terrible at wrap-ups. You know that?
There we go. That's goodbye. That's goodbye. He wanted down.
This is so bad at this.
No, it's just that's it. I wanted to catch them on. All right, thanks everyone. We're going to move on over into a short post show, and we will see you next Tuesday, where we will be talking about the live letter part 1. So thanks everyone, and we will see you next week.
See you later, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care.
Here's another thing.
Bye.
A lot of things got screwed up, huh? Going on into this, because like a bunch of scenes got undone when I reset the stream earlier. I set all this up earlier. That was weird. Here.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so I don't know if have you been around for like the weird problems I've been having with Zoom in particular, where
a little.
Where
I know that we were using Discord a little bit.
Well, not even that, but like specifically, I have to reset my stream and change the codec, and so Zoom won't open. It won't open if I use the advent codec on OBS. So,
What?
Yeah. So and that's my go-to one. Now that's the Sophia exit.
Wow, that's stupid.
Oh, here's this one. There we go. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it's just been happening lately. And this is an old outro, but for some reason everything's just jumbled for some reason.
Wow,
that's
real dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I have your camera set up literally so they never need to be redone, and they were all undone. So that's pretty annoying. Regardless, I'll leave that in the outro. Why not?